Hey guys, Kate here, and today I wanted to show you some awesome exercises that you can do while you're pregnant. So I did a video earlier about people with limitations, so you can do some of those exercises which are all standing or sitting, but here's some exercises that you can do while on the ground, so on your hands and knees or in a sitting position. Of course, if you're doing any sort of abdominal exercises while you're pregnant and you're laying down, make sure that you do put a pillow under your side. And make sure that you always check with your physician before starting any sort of ab program or exercise program, especially while you're pregnant. So when you're pregnant, it's really important that you keep your abs in shape, just so that you can speed recovery after pregnancy, after birth. And also, a lot of women have back pain, so this will help to reduce back pain because it will help to pull your shoulders back and pull your pelvis back and give you that better posture by strengthening your core. And it also gives you a little bit more control during birth. So let's get to it. So the first exercise I'm going to show you is just a basic plank. So you can do your plank like this. So this is the hardest way to do a plank. Again, you want to tuck your core in. You want your butt down. So you can do this sort of plank to make it a little bit easier. You can jump your feet out a little bit and you can hold this position for as long as you can. Another way to do it is to do it on your elbows, just like so. Again, same thing, nice strong core. So you can hold this position. Okay, now another one I want to show you guys is a reverse bicycle. So the reverse bicycle, you're just going to be bringing your opposite elbow to your opposite knee. So back, and that's all there is to it. Opposite, opposite. Now, another one that's a little bit easier than this is called a slow floor sprint. So the actual way to do this is to bring your knee up nice and fast and switch, but you don't need to do that. You can do them nice and slow. So this is all going to work your core as well as your shoulders. Now another way to do this is just to do a nice little tap. Tap. This is going to work your core as well as your upper body. Now, one more that I'm going to show you before we get down on our into a seated position is alternate raises. So here you're on all fours and you're just going to raise your opposite arm and your opposite leg. Hold it and down. Hold it and down. So this is also really going to work your core. Practice holding it as long as you can. If you're feeling really brave, but be careful if you're pregnant because you don't want to fall. You can practice like this. Now a couple more in seated position. The first one is called a seated switch kick. So you can have your hands on the ground to start. Knees up, and you're just going to kick. So you want to be leaning back a little bit. Make it a little bit more difficult. You can put your hands in the air. And that's really going to work your core right there. Now, another one is called heel kicks. So again, same position, leaning back, and you're just going to kick your heels out. So any sort of seated ab exercises are fine when you're pregnant because you're not going to reduce the blood flow to the baby when you're sitting on your bum, as long as you're on your bum and not your back. And then another one that you can do are just kind of like seated exercises, like you can do the C-sit twist to work a little bit of oblique. Get those feet up to make it a little bit harder if you want to. And then you can also do some ski abs sitting on your bum. So again, hands down, leaning back, and you're just going to move your feet from side to side. That's really going to work your core. So I hope these were helpful. If you have any questions, just send me an email, either katiekinsfitness@gmail.com or send me a message on Facebook. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Cheers.